Good evening, everybody. Welcome. This is the 109th episode of the Political Spotlight. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, men, women. Hello there, everyone. Prepare for the awakening. I hope people's awakening the hell up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who we've got here. Alva, Doug, Diane, Joey, Stumblefoot, Kid Rock, Darla, Darla Paula, Steve, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I'm just having kind of a hard time getting back into it. We are talking about people of power stealing from their jobs. We are talking about that. I want to let everybody know. I've got a couple people that have been asking me about more information about the Hamilton Township situation. And I want to let everybody know that information came to me right in the middle of the holiday, right in the middle of Christmas and New Year. And so since then, obviously the police investigators have been off doing their time, because people may or may not know this. Your patrol officers, your uniformed officers, are working around the clock. They're working first shift, second shift, third shift, holidays, and all of that. Your detectives and whatnot, they're only working on Christmas, New Year, during holidays, during the late night, overnight hours, when there's like a call out, when there's a murder that takes place, when there's a crime of some sort, when they get called in, because they're normally doing most of their work during the day, 9 to 5, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of information concerning the information with Hamilton Township Fire Department that I am just now getting to ask the people that are investigating and all of that. And so I'm in the process of gaining more information about that. However, they're not the only fire department dealing with craziness. Who would have known? And I've got some breaking news for everyone currently. Breaking out of the city of Muncie. City of Muncie with fire department is having a really hard go of things. The fire department right now in the city of Muncie has, of course, been dealing with the cheating allegation and everything that's been going on with the EMS and the fire department testing program and everything that's been going on there. Of course, we've had a new changeover in leadership. We have a new chief and a new deputy chief. And now, as it seems, they are now having an issue, and a civilian paramedic was apparently walked out and terminated due to the allegation of missing narcotics, tampered with narcotics. And this is breaking news. I don't know that this has been covered anywhere else. I'm not really 100% sure what has been going on with this. Obviously, everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and simply an allegation alone does not mean that a person is guilty. A termination necessarily does not mean someone is guilty, because there's obviously a lesser standard, and because this person is a civilian employee, they don't have to go through the merit commission. They don't have to go through this long standard. They can just simply separate their employment with the city, and that's it, and that's that. And from what it sounds like, this is a big, big deal because it sounds like the DEA is involved with this. That there was set up an undercover camera put in place, and that this has been an ongoing investigation for some time, and so that mixed that's happening in Muncie, mixed with what's going on at the Hamilton Township Fire Department, intermixed with what's currently going on in Union City, with the Wells being fired and from their public service jobs, and the youngest Wells boy, still currently, as far as I know, still has a badge and is still a police officer. In my opinion, that will probably be changing soon. But it should be changing soon because charges do need to be filed in that situation. But there just seems to be a lot of insanity. And then, of course, what's been going on elsewhere. And I'm not going to get into it a whole lot this evening. But it just has led me to wonder. It has led me to wonder, like, just what in the hell is going on. Of course, I titled this episode 109, Right and Wrong. It just kind of makes me feel as though people just really do not know what's going on. And it leads me to wonder if there's been something happening, and there's been kind of some sort of switch, and it's been some kind of mass hysteria where everyone that are in some kind of position of power has just said, you know what, screw the rules. I can do what I want. I will do whatever pleases me. And, that's what it'll be. And it's just absolutely disheartening, to continue fighting this each and every day, and hearing time after time after time all of these news stories of elected officials, appointed officials, city employees, county employees, volunteers, and people who are supposed to be in positions of power, positions of authority, just completely forgetting themselves and forgetting what it is that they're supposed to be doing, and doing what makes them feel right, doing what makes them feel good, taking care of themselves or their needs over the needs of the people that they're supposed to be taking care of. People who endear themselves to a community, to us and whatnot. And it really just sucks. And, that's something we always have to fight back against as well. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about people's, just understanding. If everybody thinks it's just, this is it, we're going to hell, that's all there is to it. It is, never before has it seemed more appropriate for the guy to be standing out. The end is near. We are definitely in a very, very, very bizarre time. So, happy, good news, new, fresh beginning of the year. Listen, it can be what we make of it. There's still a lot of hope and a lot of happiness that can come this year, and we can change things around. It doesn't always have to be this bleak and this dark and this crazy, but it's going to take a whole hell of a lot of work from a lot of us. Dr. K says we're going to see a lot more downfall from abuse of power. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. I believe people are asleep. People are watching, what's going on social media. They're paying attention to, who the Kansas City Chiefs what pop star the Kansas City Chiefs are sleeping with, and who's in your favorite Avengers movie. And they are saying, oh, well, I go to church with this guy. This guy's got to be a good guy. Or I know this person's wife. They're not really truly paying attention to what's going on. And therefore, it's like we are asleep at the wheel. There should be better vetting of citizens that want to be in power. No question. Well, let me tell you, Stumblefoot, you're right. There should be better vetting of citizens that want to be in power. But this is the one place that I'm not going to point to the powers that be, the people in charge, and say they should be doing X, Y, or Z. The people that are, hey, look at that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got a super sticker here. A super sticker here. Dr. K has given a very, very friendly $50 donation. Thank you very much, Dr. K, with the $50 super sticker donation. Thank you. But we are the people that need to be vetting these candidates. We need to be demanding that they communicate. We need to be demanding that they do debates and candidate interviews, and that we, the public, need to be demanding this of the candidates. And if these candidates are unwilling to go around, to make the rounds, and to be out in front of other people than just their base, their support staff, and their friends, then they should not get a ticket to the big game. They should not get a ticket to the big game. Now, I want to pause here real quick and just say, what in the hell is this what's the deal with this this unscheduled meeting? Counselor Webb, he says no idea, he will not be there. This is so infuriating, because there is a Delaware County now, an unscheduled Delaware County council meeting tomorrow. There is at 9 a.m. There is also a Board of Works meeting at 9 a.m. Both of those are important. Both of those are not sure. I was contacted and told they need to have an emergency meeting to backfill employees who have been hired. I think Williams is talking about the meeting, the tax abatement meeting, which will be scheduled at 10 a.m. on January 9th. Ryan is saying that the meeting tomorrow is actually a meeting to backfill hired employees. Thank you very much for that, Dr. K. That was too much. You did not need to do that. I appreciate it. Much love for that. And we want to thank you very much.
It's just because people who are named Kate,
yes,
are awesome.
Yes.
No bias here, obviously.
Yes. Right. Sounds like some employees were hired before the council approved their salaries, so they are creating a special meeting in order to pay those new employees, which would be a legitimate reason, it would be a legitimate reason to hold a special meeting. My hope would be that, so in order for them to have called the meeting for tomorrow at 9 a.m., tomorrow is Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. They would have needed to call it last Friday. They would have needed to call it last Friday because of the holiday. And if that's the case, I don't know why you would have just been notified today about it. They should have told you last Friday when that meeting would be. That's very, very peculiar. Now, I will say, for as much as I do not care for the attorney on the council, I don't believe, and I will say this, and I feel confident in saying this, I do not believe that he would allow them to have the meeting without it being properly notified. I don't see that. But let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing that they don't have anything listed. They don't have anything listed on the upcoming events. Upcoming events. We have the Delaware County Commissioners meeting, which occurred today. We have a commissioners meeting on the 16th. We have the Delaware County Council meeting on January 23rd. We also have that the special meeting on the 9th. Okay, so if Jess texted a couple days ago, then they more than likely would have had the right thing. So that's probably a fair. Everything's on the up and up with this. So it'll be interesting. We'll have to keep a track. I will not be able to go to that meeting because I am going to the Board of Works meeting at 9 a.m. I have a question for the Board of Works. And that's one of the things that we're going to go over with this evening with you all. See where, I did some surgery on the old phone and I pulled that battery out and it was ready to pop. Oh, that's not it. Board of Works meeting that'll last 12 minutes, Alva. Not if I've got anything to do with it, it won't. For those of you, hey, Charlize, no worries. For those of you that got here late, you'll just have to stay after class and write on the chalkboard. For those that are looking for, stand by. I knew that would happen. For those of you that are looking for the join button, for those of you that were are possibly interested in becoming a member, you can simply go Do, 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 do. Let me share this here up on the screen for y'all. Okay. If you go to our homepage, either on a computer, on your phone or whatnot, you will see this. You will see this home screen, and from the home screen, on the very front, you will see a button that says join. What does the report button do? Push it. Let's find out. If you click on the join button, you will then see this pop up. It says memberships, the political spotlight. Join this channel to get access to membership perks. The Lighthouse Keeper, that's the bottom one at $2.99 a month. Right here, join. The Spotlighter, hey, $6.99 a month. And the Duck Club is the hefty $19.99 a month. We are working with our legal department and the advertising department to come up with a Bring Lenny to America tier and a more Brandon all the time button. We're probably going to get into maybe the Spotlighter section, and for those that become the $6.99 and up tier, we will maybe put in a little bit of you'll get more access to Brandon. He'll come weed whack your yard for you with his new weed whacker. Hell, it's not even new anymore. It's like old. It's like washed up. So there is the membership button, the join button. If anyone has any Jack. Hey, you gotta to beat it. You gotta join him to beat him. Let's see here. We've got the doctor saying that there's also a you can now put people in timeout for different lengths, ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. Ooh, got it. Okay, cool. Oh, yes. And okay, I see it. I see this now, what the doctor's saying. Let me put this up on the screen so you guys can all see it. If you go here, hey, look, there's Lenny. Jack. We love you too. If you go right here, we might even have to have a barber shop. That's true. All right, I'll see what we can do. Really, that's what happened to me the other night. I was on timeout. Next to the chat feature, there is a money. Show your support for the political spotlight. Okay, see, if you click on that, then it tells you there's a super sticker, super chat, membership gifting. I don't really understand how any of this works. But
we had some people on the old thing that had gifted memberships to 4 or 5 of the, repeat offenders in here.
So what does that mean when you gift a membership?
That I buy you the membership.
Oh, really? That's really neat. I didn't know you could do that.
So, yeah, some people had done that on the old one. Kind of cool. I found something for all you late people.
Why are you late? I don't want to hear you.
So
yes.
I think we'll hang on to that one so we can,
yes,
berate people when they arrive late.
Yes, that's good. I love it. I didn't see this. I do want to talk about this for 1 second, because while I was there, I did see that Councilman Webb said that the meeting, well, Ryan says, I'm sure. All right, let's take bets. Are we taking bets? Ryan says, let's listen to what Ryan says here. Ryan, I'm going to laugh. He says, I'm sure the special meeting will be live streamed. That's hilarious. And then we laughed and laughed. Who knows? It probably will be. I wouldn't see any reason why it shouldn't be, other than they try to make any excuse possible why they don't live stream or record and share their meetings. So while I agree it should be, and they should definitely do it, and one would think that it will be, to say that Jessica will definitely have it live streamed, bro, I don't know if I give her that much credit. The
excuses have begun.
I know that I see that Casey and the Sunshine Band lives on Bilbrey. It's unstandard time. Bilbrey unstandard time. That's hilarious. Oh, looky here. Wow. We've got a looks like we've got a gift, 5 gifts. So thank you for that. My God. Okay. And then I immediately feel how creepy I am getting money from people watching. I think that's really weird. It does not do me good. It really creeps me out. So thank you very much. And, thank you. It's like you win the lottery. It's like you win. Yeah, it's like finding out you've got like diabetes or cancer or something. Like, oh yay, you know. Ryan Webb and Charlize are gonna gift each other memberships. Oh, another new phone next week. No, thank God. Listen, I go through about a phone every 3 years generally, but I don't know what was wrong with that last deal. I hate switching phones. It takes me normally a full day to get the phone up and back running the way that I know that I need to. Like, my phone is kind of like a blind person in Braille. Like, it's an extension of them, and they can just go through it real quick and know what's going on. Like, I can access my phone in the dark. I can access it if my eyes were gone. I know what's going on my phone. And now having a new one, it's going to be a while. It's much heavier. This feels like my Glock, honestly. It's like my gun. That's weird that Jack said that. That's exactly. It feels about as heavy as my Glock, like loaded. That's I do agree. It's really wild how maybe Audie can find some money under his truck seat. Listen, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. Audie, are you going to the Board of Works meeting tomorrow? Joey, but Catherine is not green. Oh my God. Are you going, Audie? Are you still here? Audie's next to the empty beer can. All right, Audie's going to the Board of Works tomorrow. I will be there. Also, okay, good. Okay. Yeah, Audie's got some things to bring up for all of you people that are interested in what's going on with the solar. I will not be live streaming the Board of Works tomorrow. All right. It doesn't make sense for me to live stream it and then for us to go over it in the evening because, like, hell, if you watch it in the morning, then it's like, all right, there's no reason to watch a show in the evening. But for those of you that do want to watch it, just because I don't live stream it doesn't mean you can't watch it. You absolutely can watch it, but you need to have a Facebook page or be able to access Facebook to watch it. You can go to the City of Muncie on Facebook. Now make sure it's the City of Muncie and not the City of Munis. You know, we do have two very close competing Facebook pages around. One is for the city Munis. Do not get that confused. Munis is Munice. Muncie is Muncie. That's right, Joey. Absolutely. That's funny. It takes you longer to pull your phone out and then yeah, absolutely. That's honestly, if you want the truth, it takes more work to set the duck up and to do all the stuff that we need to do to record it than it does to just let them go over it. Now, I will tell you, when Audie and when I get up to speak, I will at least record that from my phone. So if something happens outside of the when they record, we will have that, because I've been burnt by that here lately, and I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. So I will have that, and we will record it. So we will have all of that to go over tomorrow. We will be going over all of that tomorrow evening. If Audie will be around, we'll have Audie on. I'll have Audie come on tomorrow, and we can give a breakdown of the Board of Works meeting. I do want to go over this evening. I would like to go over, there was a Delaware County Commissioners meeting that took place today. I have not been able to watch, Catherine, the Madison County meeting. I was actually going to watch that when my live ended tonight. Did anything happen in the commissioners meeting today? Was there anything of major interest or anything that occurred? I don't know. I have not been able to watch it straight off. Okay. Here is okay, Rich Wine. It was a joke. It lasted 19 minutes. Ugh. Rich Wine is president of Commissioners Board again. Go figure that. The only thing that happened is Rich Wine nominated himself. He nominated himself as president again. Who was president of the commissioners last year? Was it Henry? Okay, so it was Henry. It was Henry last time, and we'll see here. Take a look at who's president this year. And apparently they don't do this in public anymore. I don't know when they would have voted on this.
Second, 2024.
It's James King.
Could everybody please stand for the pledge?
Oh, I thought. Well, stand up, King. Oh, he is standing. Okay.
Appointments. Well, first we'll have a public hearing on the vacation of the alley in the Rorton area.
Okay, they go through they vacate this alley.
And behind his property is an alley, that has been not used for, by my client, and land surveyors.
Do you have
Thank you.
anybody, thank you. Do we have anybody else here to speak for or against?
For or against?
Ms. Matheson, are there utilities that run down that? Do you have any idea?
Mr. Benedict indicates that there are not any utilities, that are in that, easement, or the, alley.
I believe this is also the property that our highway department's been out on. Tommy, Troy, either one of you guys have
Sent me, there is a gas line running down there and a,
director, Fred Cummings, executive assistant, office manager, Sarah.
Oh, here's their, okay, this is important.
Second. We have our executive appointments. We have our 911 director, Fred Cummings, executive assistant, office manager, Sarah Hodges, county attorney, John Brook, EMA director, John Catino, EMS director,
Thank you for that, Castle Lord.
Mike Ashley, highway supervisor, Tommy Humbert, assistant engineer, project administrator, Angie Moyer, HR director, Pam McCammon, veterans affairs officer, Brian Wilson, inspector weights and measures, Eric Strauch, okay. And maintenance superintendent, Steve Foster.
Must have been a change in
Economic
that.
Development Director, Brad Bookout. County Information Officer, Kyle Johnson. Delaware County Council Finance Committee, be Sarah Hodges.
I make a motion to approve those appointments.
Second.
Have a motion and a second for the appointments. Ed, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan,
No change except
Yes.
in that one position.
Then we have other appointments. We have the Alcohol Tobacco Commission, Tom Simpson. The Delaware County Drainage Board, Shannon Henry, Jamie Swoboda, John Landers, Bill Whitehead, Richard McIntyre, Brandon Murphy as the attorney. We have the Delaware County Redevelopment Commission, Michelle Batters, Bryce Conyers, Angie Moyer, and the school board member will be John Adams. The Delaware Advancement Corporation will be James King. Community Revitalization Economic Enhancement District will be Dan Allen, James King, Angie Moyer, Dave Williams, Doug White. Emergency Communication Board, Shannon Henry. Property Tax Board of Appeal, Sharon Black, Robert Adams.
those are all appointments for 1 year and 1 year only. Do we make a motion to approve those?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll make a
Look,
motion. to
it's the
approve
man that
all
really
those
runs the
appointments.
meetings.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Ed, can you call the roll?
Ms. Henry,
Yes.
You
Reagan,
notice that
King,
Yes.
Sherry Riggin was not appointed to any of those boards.
Next, we have the Airport Authority, Mike Foster, Steve Slavin.
Okay, Jackie.
Board of Health, I think we're gonna hold up on that one for now.
I've got to do some research since this legislature changed some of the laws and statutes concerning the Board of Health. I've got to check and see if the legislature made changes to the appointment process.
And I think their next meetings after are
It's before your next meeting.
before, so they can just stay on.
Right, they'll serve until their replacement's named.
Thank you.
Then we have Community Correction Advisory Board, Judge and Juvenile Authority, it will be Douglas Mayhor. Then we will go down to the East Central Indiana Planning Council, be James King. Fair Board members will be Charlotte Anthony, Carrie Dye, Sean Eldridge, Bailey Jester, Melanie Marshall, Jessica Masters, Donna Patterson, and Fred Cummings. Fair Board members with, the the term corrections, which will be.
We
3
had
years.
an issue with, some of these, appointments. There was a mix-up, and so we have some correction on some terms. Fred Cummings, Joey Kalen, and Brandy Webb will all serve for 3 years, but their term expires in 2024. That way, there's, as originally intended, there's 7 appointed in each year as opposed, right now, it all got it kind of off, so
Okay,
their terms expire next year.
all right. We have the ICAP, which is Sherry Riggin for 1 year.
Oh,
Information Technology Board, Sherry Riggin, it is
Oh.
for 1 year. Regional Liberty, Regional Wastewater, Jeremy Dye, it's a 4-year board. Metropolitan Planning Commission, Teresa Hensley, 3
I
years.
would ask the hold up. I need to check on that. I gotta complete some research because she was just elected to the Salem Township Advisory Board.
Okay. Then Shannon Henry is the elected official for 1 year. Then we'll go to the Public Defender Board, Michael Foley for 4 years. People with Disability Council, Brandy Webb, Connor Polk, Bruce Morvillius, and Paula Shockley. Those will be the board appointments
Ugh.
for
ugh.
commissioners.
I believe we had one more, Jody Cole for mental health for the, community corrections.
Why does she whisper like that? Speak up, yo.
Yes.
You're a commissioner.
Then we'll add Jody Cole to the Mental Health Administrator.
Thank you. I move we adopt as presented.
Second. Have a motion second. Ed, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry.
Yes.
Ms. Reagan.
Yes.
Mr. King.
Yes. Next, we'll move to table of business, approval of the December 4th, 2023 Commissioners Meeting minutes.
And they approve the
Mr.
minutes.
Bergeron,
You look good. I feel closer to you.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I'm glad for that. So Happy New Year. My name is Stephen Hargrave, and I am the founder of Real Black Excellence here in Muncie. It's a local nonprofit organization, and the mailing address is 2905 North Wheeling Avenue. And I'm actually very thankful to be able to speak to you today because I believe we all want the same thing. And before I get into the purpose of the presentation, I think there are some things that you actually need to know about Real Black Excellence that will provide you with an opportunity to better understand what's happening. What you need to know about our organization is that we are laying the basis for elimination of crime and poverty through our history classes that we teach.
Okay.
And we also are excited because we've developed an interactive program for our at-risk youth that we feel like will help them in every way, economically, socially, and even physically. We've been told that there's no funding for the Youth Opportunity Center, so we just simply volunteer. But we have developed a program that we're very excited about with that. Currently, we serve at Southview Elementary School, and we have 8 educational activists that are there daily teaching our youth, and that's the ground level where we need to start, of course, at the elementary schools. It's important to know also, number 4, that we're addressing the food desert, which there is one within the inner part of Muncie, specifically in the industry neighborhood. We're addressing that
Okay.
food desert by building relationships with Delaware County farmers, as is evidenced here. We do well. Megan Binion is here somewhere. Oh, there she is. She's so close to me. Megan Binion is here. She has Legacy Gardens. She's the founder of Legacy Gardens. We're also glad for Prairie Hills Farms. They have a representation here. And we are building those relationships, which include, among other things, relationships with Purdue University, greenhouses, and again, addressing the food.
Yeah, this is
getting
good. I
quality
like
food.
this.
Number 5, we've actually purchased a property on Macedonia. It's called Cranersfield. I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
what everybody around here knows what it's about.
Okay.
And we've developed plans for a community hub there. And from there, we're planning to do adult education. We're planning to partner with Ivy Tech. Also, we have after-school programs, tutoring programs, classes, gardening, etc. So it's just an excellent, excellent opportunity for us. Additionally, number 6, we would like to let you know that we have an excellent networking program where we've networked with local construction companies as well as international companies to help bring some employment and additional tax revenue to Delaware County. It's extremely important. And I'd like to mention briefly, I didn't see Mr. Bookout, but
He's ill today, so he
Oh.
won't be here.
he's there.
Oh,
Okay.
Mr. Bookout's
Well,
not
we're
there.
scheduled with an appointment, and I'm almost through this. Thank you for your time. We're scheduled for an appointment with Mr. Bookout tomorrow, and we have our neighbors from the north here that represent, I won't just give all the details, they represent a manufacturing company
Canadians?
that they are bringing to the United States. And one of the reasons why
Canadians.
they have chosen Muncie is through our interaction and our networking. They believe in the philosophy of Real Black Excellence, which is to help companies, businesses, organizations, and families to operate together as a community, utilizing their gifts but still maintaining their autonomy. Now,
That's cool.
I mention all these things as a backdrop to help you to understand the request today. We are coming up on February, of course, and that is Black History Month. And Black History Month is important. We are bringing the world-renowned, I'm excited about it. Everybody doesn't like jazz, but everybody's different. But I'm excited about world-renowned, Grammy Award-winning artist Kirk Whalum. And for those that don't like
This would be
jazz, I
cool.
just feel bad for you for not liking jazz. But this is actually quite a bit more than a jazz concert, because
This will
I
be
would
cool.
not waste this committee's time coming up here and saying, please support a jazz concert. And that's the reason why, thank you for your time. I went briefly through it. I'd like to talk to you more, but briefly through what exactly this organization is representing, which is far beyond a jazz concert. It happens in February, which of course is Black History Month. It's part of that celebration. We are asking for your support, for your partnership with that. There's no doubt about it. But we want you to consider the jazz concert in light of the total body of work that this nonprofit is doing in the community, and in light of the fact that we are bringing in, we're doing our best to bring, and I believe Brad's going to get it done, bring in industry, jobs that will impact farmers. It's absolutely amazing. We have an opportunity here to do something great. In Black History Month, we'll celebrate people like Frederick Douglass. But what's not celebrated, commissioners, as I close, what's often not celebrated and not mentioned is that there is a network of individuals that enabled Frederick Douglass to do and be and travel and all the things that he did. He's an American icon at this point, and we're going to celebrate him in February. However, we won't celebrate the unseen network of people that are non-African Americans. And I believe that network, that unseen network that helps support Dr. King, helps support Harriet Tubman, helps support the Underground Railroad, I believe that you are part of that network. And I think you're about to prove it. By proving what I say, by proving, say, look, I'm going to support that. I'm going to get with that. And so we want you to support the concert, but support the body of work.
What is this guy's
We
name?
plan on working
I don't know.
in Delaware County schools and going and getting all the art students and giving
Why?
them a better way. And
He
also,
looks a
lastly,
lot like one of
oftentimes
the
we wait till something bad happens.
apostles from that
then try to
cult
react to
over
that.
in Greenville.
And I'm suggesting that we should begin the new year
No
by
way.
coming together first.
Yeah.
This is one of many times that I
Wait
come
a
before
minute.
you with
This
excellent
guy's from
reports.
Muncie.
I thank you for allowing me to speak for so long.
Hold
Do you have
on.
any questions at all?
I just want to say thanks for coming to the community.
Surely it's not
and
him.
Doing all the hard work you guys are doing here. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
I was sitting here looking at
What's
him,
your
I'm like,
concert
he
date for
looks
February?
so freaking
February
familiar.
16th, which is a Friday, and that is at Cornerstone.
We'll move to presentations. Real Black Excellence. Stephen Hargrave.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Stephen
Yeah.
Hargrave?
I'm pretty sure.
Hold on. Hold on.
The Church of God Restoration.
Because he's a smooth talker.
Uh-huh.
I'm about signed up for the court. Oh no. Or I'm about signed up to the cause. Let's see.
It is.
Real Black Excellence, it is.
It is. He's part of that cult out of Greenville. The Church of God Restoration.
Oh no.
Did they give him a shit ton of money?
Well, we don't know. I don't know. Let's hear. Let's find out. How much money was he asking for?
I don't even know.
All
I
right,
was
let's
too busy
hear.
staring,
Really
trying to
simple.
figure out why he looked familiar.
Figure out who it was. He's a
Yeah.
smooth talker.
Yeah.
That's a good eye, Kate. I didn't know that. Hold on here. Let's find out how much money is, then we'll talk about the cult. Let's find out how much money.
Similar to what you've already supported, initiatives you've already supported.
Because listen, what he's talking about sounds nice. It sounds lovely. Like I was about like to sign me up. You know what I mean? But then it's like, so stand by. Let's just listen here to what he's getting. Then we'll talk about the cult here.
Credible messenger. We were in that class actually. So we're actually doing that work. And so we like your support and partnership.
Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we'll move to contracts and agreements for approval. We have the NDOT project coordination.
I guess they did nothing. I guess they did nothing.
Thank God for small favors.
Next, they moved to. So, all right. The program sounded good, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful about, things that might sound too good to be true. Remember, it's not hard to get snowed by a wolf in sheep's clothing. It does happen from time to time. So let's see what's going on. What's the name of his church?
Church of God Restoration. It's run by a guy named Ray something or another. Can't think of his last name now to save my life.
It's real scary.
They talk about this guy, this Ray guy, like he is the second coming.
Yeah. Oh, he talks about himself. He calls it.
And
He says
that
Jesus.
you need to believe in me
Yeah.
to be saved.
Yes.
This guy talking is one of their apostles, like
Yes.
Christ's apostles and stuff. They're very
Never be anymore.
yeah, that there would never be any more, and on and on. Yeah, they so that's the unmasked. These are people that have left the church, that have started.
These are people that started cult warning, be aware, do not attend this church.
And they've put up different sermons on it that they've preached, where they literally talk about you need to give everything to, there he is.
Yeah.
Where you need to give everything to the church. And Ray Tinsman, thank you, Ray Tinsman.
Yes, Ray Tinsman. Now, if I would have known that, I didn't recognize this guy. This is scary.
Yeah,
and
this
I don't
is a
know
really
what
scary church.
What they're doing. What are they doing over here in Delaware County?
Tax havens. It's tax havens.
Yeah.
They've convinced people to give all their money to the church, and then the leaders, this Ray guy and the apostles, live high on the hog.
I want to try to find one of the
God.
What?
They believe he is second to God.
Yes, yes.
That his birth was announced by angels, that he is Christ come again in the flesh.
I want to try to find one of the Ray Tinsman things real quick, just so people know that we're not just trash talking these guys, because what they sounded good, but you got to be really careful.
Yeah.
Ray Tinsman, Church of God.
They have missions in, I think they have some in South America and They have them all over the world. There's like 6 or 7 different branches of this church.
And they've got a church over in Greenville, Ohio.
Yeah.
One of the green places in Ohio. And we looked into these. Let's see here.
It's $16,000 that they asked for. Jackie is on here. I know you're not on the page, so
Yeah.
it's
Okay. Here's a
yeah, they're on TikTok. The people that have left the church, they're trying to bring awareness to what's going on over there. It's
Why
pretty
did
terrifying.
One of the church's apostles dedicated a full sermon exalting Chief Apostle Ray Tinsman, saying he owes his salvation to Tinsman. A perfect human being, greater than any of the disciples of Jesus, and the greatest man to ever walk the earth, except Jesus himself.
And I'm actually going to preach to you about Brother Ray. But what I want to say next is that really, this is one man's gospel.
Okay, so here's the man that we just saw over here on the right-hand side. And he's sitting the left hand of the guy that they're getting ready to be talking about now, okay? Now let's listen to this.
He's smarter than you are. Amen. Amen. He's got a bigger, deeper burden than you do. Amen. He's better at prayer than you are. He understands the Bible better than you do. He cares more about the standard than you do. He's more in love with holiness than you are. He has a greater burden for souls than you do. He's sacrificed and given up more than you have and more than you probably ever will. You need to have it clear. This is one man's gospel. I'm thankful that there is a Peter and a James and a John, and I'm thankful for the others, and I'm thankful for everybody in the room. But I want to tell you tonight, I'm especially thankful. I owe my life, I owe my soul, I owe my salvation.
Listen to this.
To the ministry of
This is
one
gross.
man, by whose gospel we are saved.
And
Stop
they are
thinking
rewriting the gospel.
Greater than Brother Ray.
And they're what?
They are adding to the gospel.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Yes. So this is real scary and very, very, very crazy. And the I cannot believe that these people were over here in Delaware County doing this. Now they've got a business over here. They've
Bought property.
They've bought a property.
You need to
And
make sure the county commissioners are aware of this.
yeah,
This is
I will.
dangerous.
Yeah, I will definitely send this to them. I hope. I've not watched the rest of the commissioners meeting. I don't know if the rest of the commissioners meeting. And let me tell you, because so here's what happened.
Jackie got on and said he didn't state an amount, and later in the meeting, Henry asked him if he was at the meeting to request funds. The amount was $16,000. The commissioners did not make a motion to approve that money. Thank you,
Good.
Jackie, for that update.
Good. So we are aware that no money was given from Delaware County to these. I don't know if
I
is the
imagine the organization is under the umbrella of this church.
I would say so.
That's what they got a bunch of different businesses that they use to hide shit. It's disgusting.
Let me come over here.
And no, you have to come to Lynn to the Jim Jones Boyhood Church to have the purple Kool-Aid.
Well, yeah. Oh, this is a minute. Listen to this. Listen to how scary this is. What this gentleman says here. And this is Stephen Hargrave, the gentleman that we just saw. This is him talking about Ray Tinsman.
Peter, James, and John, and the original 12. It's not talking about that. It's talking about a different 12. It's not disconnected because there's one ministry, one church, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So there is no disconnection, and we don't do wrong to refer to the original 12. But in context, it's not talking about the original 12. This is talking about another 12. Do you want to know the names? One of the names is the only name, the name that is above all names on this creature earth, of God's creatures, the governor of the world. The judge of all this world is the chief apostle, our very own Brother D. Ray Tinsman.
That is crazy. That is really, really crazy. They've kidnapped members' kids who had to get the police involved to get their children returned to them. So I just don't know that it's good that Delaware County or the city of Muncie be involving themselves in this. This is not something I think that I would want tax money going to.
Well, Ray Tinsman is originally from farmland. I don't know what it is about Randolph County that we grow cult leaders, because Jim Jones is born here. This idiot was born here.
I wouldn't mind hearing the jazz band, though.
Yeah, jazz band would be great.
They're giving jazz a bad name. Any idiot. Lots of public officials belong to scary churches. That is very true. That's very true. You got to be very careful.
It's in the water. Oh dear God.
Yeah, right. You've got to be really what?
Okay. I guess I got to stick to bottled water from now on.
Yeah, right. You've what county? Give me one. Oh my God. Well, I broke my phone. Hold on a second. I can tell you.
Delphi's quite a ways from over here. They said they were told these kids are called by God and they have to make sure they get the proper training, and then don't let them have contact with their parents again.
Carroll County. It's in Carroll County.
Mass shooting in Muncie at Elgin Manor. Do you know how many shot, Audie?
How many shot, Audie?
And are there any KIA? Sorry, that's military. Anybody killed?
I don't have my scanner anymore. I don't have my scanner anymore.
I guess they called him back up and they asked him. That's when he asked for the money.
Okay. Well,
everybody prepare themselves for another cry session from Dan.
Yeah.
Reports 15 to 20 gunshots, 3 people at the hospital. You should have gotten an iPhone. That's what K Mama says.
Yeah.
19 plus shots and 1 down. By down, do you mean dead, or down, do you mean hurt? Chris.
She maybe don't know that yet.
I still don't like mixing the military and civilian terms. I do apologize for that. Sometimes it just comes out. Somebody was just down in the street, is what Chris is saying. 1 dead, 3 at the hospital, according to Audie.
Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see what goes on with that. Also,
or down as in going down. God.
who knows?
That's some dark fucking humor there.
Time will tell. I don't know how many dead. I heard 3. Sorry, it's late here. It's early there, Lenny. It's early. I hate to hear that horrible situation. We'll have to
see Joan.
What? Yeah, Muncie, Indiana.
Muncie. I don't know what the manor is, so
yeah,
I avoid Muncie like the plague.
Yeah,
considering I'm coughing like a fiend, you know.
Yeah, right.
We'll see how well that goes.
Yeah, I had a shooting in Newcastle last night. 1 dead, and one in custody in Newcastle. Yeah, we will listen to the end of that before we roll off here. I do want to tell everybody, I will do some more digging with what's going on with this organization and the county. I'll definitely be sure to let the city know. They need to be very careful with this and be watchful of this. So this is just something.
Jack, if I had a choice, none of the above.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm sorry, it was bugging the shit out of me.
No. That's a good catch. I did not. I remember that. So it was probably about a year ago that someone brought that up to us, and it just kind of fell through in the cracks.
Well, it's hard to get any kind of information because it's a private entity.
It's a private entity. It's
and I'm not going to try going in there.
I think Charlize wants to go. I'll go with Charlize. We can go over there and find out what's going on. I bet they'd have I bet they would love that. Charlize, we can go over there and see what's going on. That'd be an interesting time. Muncie wasn't going to be outdone by Newcastle. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Any in local government belong to this church you know of? I would say that nobody here. I don't know. I didn't know these people were in Muncie. I don't know if we have a church they've set up over here. I'm going to have to look into these people. We literally just found this. And so I'm going to have to do some searching. I didn't know that they own a building over here. I didn't know that they were starting this because let's be serious. What they were talking about sounded lovely, sounded wonderful. You know, I want there to be no more, poverty and homelessness in the white community, in the black community, in our community. I look at it as one community. And I want everyone here to be the best that they can be. We definitely need to take a look at what's happening with that and see, and we'll find out what goes on. Medevac just flew overhead heading that way. They have access to kids in school. That is very scary. So I will definitely be looking into this. I will be looking into the church. I'll be looking into anyone connected from the government with this church. I'll be looking at what they're doing over here. Listen, I don't want them doing that weird cult craziness over in Ohio, but I would much more prefer them to be in Ohio than be here in Delaware County. So I would like to look into what's going on in Ohio, but I specifically don't want them here in Delaware County. And so we will look into this and we'll see what goes on. And I will find a little bit more and maybe can present some information to you. It's early in the week, folks. We can definitely do another show on all of this. But I want to get back to the Delaware County Commissioners meeting and see what happens. We've only got a few more minutes in this meeting to go. Let's pull this up here and see what goes on. Alva.
Contract, Angie.
Morning, Commissioners. This agreement is necessary to receive 80% reimbursement towards preliminary engineering fees. The maximum award amount, federal funds, is $387,988. Just to remind you, NDOT's doing everything digitally now, so James, you'll be receiving.
This is a matching fund for the county and the state.
Next, we have the corporate agreement for Title 4D. Emily?
Morning, Commissioners. Emily Anderson, Court Administrator. The agreement is something we do every year. This is so that Title 4D can get their 66.6% reimbursement for any 4D work that they do. This is for 4D court. So it's already been signed. I just need your signatures as well.
John, you looked at this?
Yes, it's fine.
I'll
It's
second
the same contract they.
Okay.
you got everything.
What? What do you mean, John? You looked at this. You're the 3 elected commissioners. Have you looked at it?
Second, can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Henry,
Yes.
Ms. Reagan. Yes. Mr. King.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next, we have ordinance for first reading to vacate a part of a 12-foot wide alleyway dedicated by the Horton plat adjoining lots 1 and 2.
This is
blocks
what the
3
public
and
hearing
adjoining
was
lot
earlier
35
on the
by a
vacation of the alley.
plat on the south and north line of lot 4 and yes. Next, we'll move to weights and measures report. Everybody received that?
Yes.
We'll move to payment of claims in the amount of $38,029,843.22.
Woo!
Just a note, $35,709,941.16 is actually the false settlement. We also have a payment of claims in the amount of $251,372.
Second.
A motion and a second.
Good morning and Happy New Year. I'm Linda Hansen, Federal League of Women Voters, Muncie, Delaware County. And we had requested a time for a presentation because we would like you to reconsider the ordinance, the solar ordinance. that
Oh
has
my
just been
God.
approved, to look at it in terms of the state recommendations, the standards for the solar energy ready communities. So we would ask again to be put on the agenda for a presentation so we can show you how the current ordinance just approved actually stacks up against those state standards. I don't know how else to ask for it. I've written to Sarah, I've written to all of you. As a nonprofit organization in the community, we would like to have that opportunity to make a presentation to you. Obviously, you know that the 500-foot setback is our major concern still at this point. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Cheryl Swingley.
They just.
Cheryl Swingley, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hope we have an excellent year.
Oh,
and that we can
what
get
is
the
she up
ordinance
for?
solar, situation resolved. I'm an educator by trade, so I always like to share information. And I would like to talk about where does Indiana money come from? It actually comes from most of it, almost half of it comes from manufacturing, healthcare, social assistance, real estate, and the rental and leasing sectors. We are also the largest producer of steel in the U.S. We account for 27% of the steel produced in the U.S. And although 80% of Indiana is in farmland, farming represents 4.7% of
Oh.
gross domestic product. To support Indiana's businesses, electricity is going to be needed, more electricity. And these are sad facts. Indiana too often ranks in the top 10, usually on the bad side. Indiana ranks third in the use of coal to generate electricity after Texas and Missouri, which are two states I personally don't want to be in company with. Indiana is one of the top 10 natural gas consuming states. If Muncie and
What's wrong
Indiana
with
are to be
Texas and
successful,
Missouri?
I'll include Delaware County there in the future. The production of our electricity must come from alternative sources, such as solar and wind. So I too, as Linda asked, that you amend the setback requirement of Delaware County's ordinance so that it meets the state's requirements for future funding of such projects. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all we have signed up to speak.
Yes, can I say something, Mr. President? Mr. Hargrave, could you come back up to the podium, please? You're requesting some financial assistance, correct?
Yes, sir.
What, in the amount of what?
In the amount of $15,000.
15,000.
Okay. I wanted to make that clear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have anything else? No, I'll entertain a motion to recess.
Well, we're gonna have to take a look at that. For those of you that are interested in following up on that and looking into your that on yourself, that gentleman's name is Stephen Hargrave. The name of the other man, that's the scary man, is Ray Tinsman. The church is called the church is called as soon as I get off Cult Busters here. The church is called the Church of God Restoration. Church of God Restoration. Very scary. Very scary. These people are freaks. Cult leaders. And the city of Muncie and Delaware County should have nothing to do with that. So, if you want to look into that yourself, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to be looking into it, and we'll put something together for everyone to see. Put together a little presentation on a show here coming up this week, and give you all a little taste of what kind of weirdness they've got going on over there. And why I feel like Delaware County probably shouldn't have anything to do with it. I'm also going to find out what's going on with that community now that apparently seems like they are here in Muncie. I didn't know that they were in the process of setting anything up here. I did not know that. I did not know that they had done anything like that. That's kind of scary. What was the thing that he said? What was the name of his organization? Let me look it up. Real Black Excellence. I think it was Real Black Excellence. Steve Hargrave. So I will be following that and see what's kind of going on there. And then I will also be looking into this shooting in Muncie. I'll have to follow up with what's going on the scanner and talk to sources there. Real.
It's Real Black Excellence Corporation.
Okay. And we'll have to look and see if they... Can you hear me? Am I frozen? I thought we were frozen. No need to worry about the mass shooting, Dan and his... we will have to it's gonna be a hot year. That's very true. We'll have to look into that and see what's going on. Here we are. Real Black Excellence. I've got it here on Hustling Backwards, Stephen Hargrave. He's written a book. Real Black Excellence shows forth the bright glories of people who have been abused and gone through the most redefined depth of oppression. With the help of God, they were raised out of that to spread their love and contribution through the world. Real Black Excellence is a 501c3 nonprofit organization located in Muncie, Indiana. As an organization, we believe that all people are born into this world with a special gift to be used to occupy a key role in society. Our purpose is to assist the understanding, development, and utilization of this native gifting for the upbuilding of our community and our world. The operation of each person's gifts supplies to others what they are in need of, while at the same time creating space to receive what other gifts provide. These are words that I'm reading, but they're not making like I sounds like I'm reading French or Russian. The introduction to these communities' principles, common, commune, shared, or CCS, is ultimately designed to produce an interactive working in our youth and make a direct and effective traceable increase in education and the community. On behalf of the Real Black Excellence, we thank you for honoring us with the opportunity to serve our community. Together, we can break through every barrier into a brighter tomorrow. Interesting. And they have a place where you can make it, where you can make a donation. Obviously. Oh, wow. Okay. So I will let you guys know what I find out about that, and we'll see what goes on. Just big words to put. Yeah. Looks like Muncie has donated to them before. It's on Facebook. Are you mixing politics with religion? But that's I have a belief that is where we started going wrong as a country. When they started teaching people, oh, it's not good to talk about politics. One of the things you don't ever ask anybody is what their politics. Oh, it's not good to talk religion. You know, if you think about the olden times, you think about the times of like the philosophers and whatnot, when they would sit around at the town square and philosophize and talk about things and talk about, you know, the great problems of the day and talk about politics and talk about religion. And those people tend to be so much smarter than us. Now we live in a place where everyone says, shh, shh, shh. No, you can't, don't talk about politics. That's bad. No, don't do that. Don't talk about religion. And then we got to a point where we all became so stupid on these subjects that people couldn't talk. Now you can't talk about them. If you do talk about them, nobody can agree or disagree. If you have a disagreement, no one can disagree properly. No one can debate anymore. And we all have become so stupid. It's something that really has really bothered me for a long time. And I'll take it a step further. From there, we then got into a culture where you could no longer talk about these things. If you did, you didn't know how to discuss them in a way that was of any value. And then no one could agree or disagree without there being these nasty fights. Mix that in with the whole social media culture, where at one point humans could have a conversation face to face or ear to mouth over the phone or whatever. Then you mix into it social media. Think about this. When social media first came into existence, what did they tell us all? Don't give your real name. Don't give out any of your information. Make sure you have a hidden screen name. Make sure you're hidden behind this, and don't ever tell anybody about your real self. So what did we all do? We all made monikers. We all made screen names. We all became some alternative version of ourself. And that gave us the sense of entitlement to go on. And now we were free to say anything that we want. Because while Kristopher Bilbrey might not say XYZ out in the public because people would be offended or might not like it, or they might make fun of me, or they might disagree with me, or I might hurt someone's feelings. Now, Big Truck 69, Kristopher Bilbrey, and this thing, The Rock, or whatever the name you make up, Bigger Dixon 15. Now I can type in Bigger Dixon 16 says you suck. And now we feel emboldened to say whatever we want. And then slowly what happened is we as humans became more capable of saying whatever we wanted, whatever our little brains thought up. But the veil started to go away. The hidden names started going away, and now we are trained to just type whatever our little fingers want to type. But now our names are behind this. So now Kristopher Bilbrey, not Bigger Dixon, is now saying, you suck, and I hate Catholics, and Jewish people's good and better or no good. No, I hate these people, and all of this stuff, and that's where we are now, where now anyone wants to say anything they want to say. They don't feel any kind of retribution about all of that. You have the right to say whatever you want to say. We have not we have got rid of the ability to not listen. Anyone's always been able to say whatever they wanted to say, but we used to not listen when people were crazy. We used to not listen, and we used to be able to turn stuff off that we didn't like. Now we feel like we must listen to it all, and if we don't like something that someone says, we don't just walk away. We now have to say, you're stupid, or I hate you, or let me dig up what's wrong with you, or whatever. And now it's that whole thing. And so it's all been a big melting pot to leading to this idiocy that we live in. What's the name of that movie? What's the name of the movie that we
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy is the name. Yes, that's it. I use my name and photo. I love it, Charlize. I use my name and photo too. You know what it is? It is what it is. Social communication has been the shits for the last 19 years. Absolutely. Religious affiliated nonprofits ask for money all the time. Wait, who said that? Yeah, yes, they do. That's absolutely true. That they absolutely do that. I don't think any church should be asking government money. They do not pay taxes. They can apply for grants or get donations from their members. Absolutely. 100%. I wish I'd gone incognito. If it was a Methodist church extension asking for $16,000 for jazz artist, would it be any different? That's a good question. I don't think that. I agree with Kate. I don't think that. I don't think that should be happening. And I would say that there's a. I'm not going to say that. Never mind. There is a difference between a church. Wait for everyone to come at me with this. It's different for a church that is known. I agree with Kate. I don't think they should be going to county commissioners, county council, city council, and asking for money. But if a church is putting on an event and it's a church that's known in the community, and it's someone that's done good and is known around, I could see that. I could maybe, I don't think they should be, but I could maybe see why people would get behind that. Whereas if it is a church that is known strictly as a cult, that has done damage to people, has hurt children in the past, there have been police involvement, I'm going to have to look into this Church of God Restoration thing, because there is a lot of allegations with them. And you know, I think that they could be very, very, very scary. So we're going to have to look into that. Religious affiliated nonprofits ask for money all the time. They do, but I don't think that means they should. Where did this group church get its money to bring a very famous musician? Very fishy. Yeah, that's interesting. I'll take a look at what's going on there. One man's church is another man's. One man's cult is another man's church, or vice versa. All the churches I know do fundraising. Yes. Send your money to the Lord, but here's my address. Yeah. I wonder if Westboro Baptists know any good jazz musicians. Oh, man. They should write grants, not tax monies. Yeah. How did they get access to the school kids at Southview? Yeah, that's interesting. Is it an inclusive church? Well, we could find out.
Well, several of the apostles are people of color, and there are women who are apostles as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a very inclusive
Seems to be very inclusive. Yeah. Yeah. I think that Charlize and I need to go and find out just how inclusive they are. Yeah. I want to know where I can, if I send these people off some money, where I can get some of that magic water. I want some magic water. Peter Popoff Ministries. You know, that's what I want. I want, look right here. Here, I found it.
Do you need a miracle? Real people with real needs are receiving real life-changing miracles when they use the miracle spring water.
My husband brought the spring water up and I drank it. And I'm speaking today. I had no speech, totally paralyzed, and now I'm testifying.
You had sent me the water and I used it. You told me I was going to get a check for $7,000. Sure enough, I got a check in the mail. It was exactly $7,000.
Where did that check come from? Who? I've never opened up the mailbox and had a check. Now, I've never drank a little condom packet full of water before, but
Faith tool will help you to see liberation from the bondage of debt. It's free. I want to send it to you. No obligation. Call me now.
Free?
You told me to anoint my checkbook. Yesterday, I received a letter for over $45,000 that my second mortgage was paid off.
Get the spring water, drink the spring water, or whatever you need to do with it. It really works.
Release your faith now by calling for your free packet of Miracle Spring Water. It's free just for calling.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand. We're going to start selling water around here. It's free. It's absolutely free. If you send me a check of $100. That check will actually go for studio stuff, but for free, I will send you whenever I can find a pack. You know, I got water around here. I will send you some political
You'll
spotlight
get
water.
one of the half-drunk bottles of water stored in Bilbrey's authentic vehicle.
That's true. Miracle Button is $199.99. Kate about killed me with that. I've actually put my lips to that bottle. Watch, I'll do it right here. And I will send you what's left in this right here. So, hey, it's free from you to me. From you to me. From me to you. Whatever. They would swear you were trying to bring in another cult. I have 3 cases stored in this person. I'm going to start selling bath water like those OnlyFans do. And start selling underwear. Will you ship to the UK? Hey, we only ship to the UK. It comes from Michigan. Oh, good Lord. Flags and ornaments. Oh, my God. So I'm going to find farts in a jar. Absolutely. Hey, Catherine bought a sticker. Well, hey, you get 2 bottles of water, Catherine. Oh, you also have to pay the shipping on top of the donation. A gift has nothing to do with government, no tax. Oh, God. Hello, Diane. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys the rest of the night off. You know, look at me, how good I am. You guys can even have tomorrow off as well. I will be back, though, at 9 p.m. tomorrow evening, and we'll take a look at what's going on with this. We'll see how much the church over there has to do with the program here in Muncie. Did they break off? What's going on? I mean, I'm still concerned, even if they broke away from the church, the fact that that man could follow Ray Tinsman for as long as he did and say the things, I'm really scared. Because a lot of times what you'll see is they'll break away and they'll just start their own cult in another place. So we got to see what's going on. You know, I don't know. It seems a little iffy, a little scary. And we need to watch what's happening there. But you guys have a good rest of your evening. Don't drink the water. Take care of yourselves. God bless each and every one of you. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern right here. Hopefully, we'll be able to know the difference between right and wrong. You guys have a good night. Take care. God bless. Good night.